Trainer Steven.
Pokey Scientist Sean.
And we want to be your Po-Town heroes, your source for all your budget Pokemon needs.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Po-Town Heroes, the only channel that's sure to bring the heat. I'm Rhyhorn Trainer Steven.
Pokey Scientist Sean.
And today we got ourselves a deck that's actually fairly decent, and if it's set up in the right conditions, it can one-shot Tag Team GXs. It takes a lot of setup, but it can be done. Today's Pokemon is Magmorter. So without further ado, we'll jump into a match, and we'll see how it goes. Again, sorry it's been so long since we've done a video. There's been a lot going on in my personal life. Also COVID, trying to make sure it's hard to be able to get together. A little bit of player's block, not being able to come up with anything, and just unable for us to get together to really do anything. So, okay. So far, it appears to be a water deck. Makes me wonder if it's pure water. And
water, dark, and something.
Water, dark, something. Okay. Okay. Mulligan is not
no,
how it's hoping
no
to start.
probate yet, so that can't be the filler. Didn't see the other type.
Possible it's Milotic?
Probably. Yeah, that does sound right, because Milotic Capsule.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, if it's water, dark. Unless... Okay, so...
That's if
two mulligans?
That's if they can hit us.
Ow, this is not... This is not the start that I was
second,
hoping.
which is a
We are
plus.
going second, which is a plus, but it still hurts. I mean...
Or to the Ice Cube wall.
Okay. Ice Cube wall... Okay. I still think we can do okay.
Yeah, as long as we can hit the one-shots.
Magmorter, we'll go
Unfortunately, I think
Nita.
the first one, we need to have basics. First Sony of basic.
We'll go Volcanion Orangaroo.
What else do we have?
Oh wait, no, I already attached the energy.
Yes.
So we'll go...
This Magmar, because we're probably going to lose that Magmar anyways.
Yeah, so we'll go
That's if they can hit
Magmar,
us.
we'll go Orangaroo.
I think that's the reason why we use this one over the other one. Is because it gives a little more depth to the game.
Okay, so we have next turn...
We have another Magmortar already evolved with.
Okay, so 10.
But this deck of theirs, we're going to have to completely one-shot. So, let's see how much they can actually heal.
Yeah. Yeah, you actually have to put skill in as opposed to the raid battle setup. I mean, I get what they were going for with the raid battles, trying to come up with something fun and everything, something new, something fun. I mean,
and
I get it.
Players to already break it.
Yeah, I mean, all you need is like 3 Pokemon that can do over 200, and your last Pokemon is a stable IV. Congratulations, you broke a thing that was made for kids. I definitely think the raid battles would have worked if they would have maybe done, you know what, I'm gonna go energy onto this Magmortar. I'll put the fire energy back on top. I'll grab the other Magmar.
Load up the bench one.
We'll evolve that one. And then we'll just keep going with the Smoke Bomb.
I mean, they still gotta get a heads to touch us, so...
That's exactly why, because they have to get the heads to hit us. I really hope we manage to get a welder, because I would easily send the Sonya back in order to get a welder. But, okay, so back to the raid battles. I think if they would have done just one Pokemon, maybe a 20-card deck... Oh, they got through. Oh. Yay. So if they would have done a 20 or 30 card deck with just energy, or energy and trainers, not
we can get it next turn.
We can get it next turn, yeah, but it doesn't help us this turn.
Go self the deck, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go welder for next turn.
Attach and just
attach Smoke Bomb and hope for the best. But if they would have done like a 20 or 30 card deck, if they would have set it up where it was just items and energy, So no other Pokemon, no supporters, and have the energy requirements necessary, I think it would have brought a little bit more balance, and even so, maybe set it up where there's only one V per the 4.
Yeah.
And only one Pokemon. Energy cost required. So yeah, you can hit 200, but you're going to need the energy necessary to hit and follow the text. I think that would have brought a little bit more balance to the game.
Well,
okay,
lucky.
so hopefully we get an amazing top deck.
Like an energy?
Like an energy? Okay.
The only problem is we now used our...
Mm-hmm. Ordinary Rod.
Maximize.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Maximize energy.
And this is where we hope top decks an energy.
Got
Okay.
it. Oh. 10 damage.
But he's got the Blizzard knockout.
Yes.
And then all we have is an Oranguru, and it's not going to be able to do much. If only. I know what the problem is. Because I've been playing this without like cameras rolling or anything, and I've been able to do very, very well. We're putting it on camera.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
We should make that our own meme card. It works until we put it on camera.
Hey, it's a basic, so we'll send that. No, we'll send a water energy back to top. We bought a turn. Evolution Incense.
It just sends it to the top of the deck, unfortunately.
I know. Palpad. Grab that and a welder. We'll put the welder back. And well played. You have a good deck. Smiley
And we
face.
just getting back the energy. We gave him back the water energy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there was no way we were gonna make it through with how everything played out. So yeah,
Water box. Yay.
yay. So we'll give you a quick breakdown of the deck. So we'll be back in just a second. All right. So this is the list that we're working with, and it's all based around Magmorter. For 2 fire and a colorless, which we have welder. That's not as hard of a cost as it really seems to be. Each player discards, it does 80, plus each player discards the top card of their deck, and it does 100 more damage for each energy card discarded this way. That's 280 damage if both players have a energy on the top of their deck. And how do we make sure we have fire on top of the deck? Well, first, we run the Volcanion in order to speed it up, in order to make sure that we have all the energy in a Magmorter. If you run a fire deck in the last year, 2 years,
Right, last year, yeah.
at least the last year, you know about Volcanion, you run at least 2 in the deck. We also
That's the minimum.
Yep. We also make sure we run Oranguru. A lot of people have been using it for Jirachi so that they can put it to the top, use Mr. Mime to send it back. If you remember our meme card Monty deck, that's pretty much the same strategy, except instead of putting Jirachi Prism on top, we're putting a fire energy on top, because worst case scenario, that is 180 damage. So
And you discard one of their cards as well.
yeah, so you get rid of one of theirs, it's 180 damage, it's still decent damage. But against the GXs and stuff, you need to be able to hit that 280. We use a card that not a lot of people have been using because it's really, really circumstantial.
Even though people should be using a lot more now.
Nita. You can play this only if your opponent's active as a basic, which all the tag teams are basics. A lot of Vs are basics. A lot of the heavy hitting decks right now are basic. You put an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon to the top of their deck, just like we did with Askew. So you Nita, put their card on top. You Oranguru to put a fire energy on top. you're now guaranteed 280. That one hit KOs a Reshisard. That one hit KOs a Charizard Braxian.
ADP.
That one hits ADP. That one hits Pikarom. It one hits a lot of GXs. I think the only one it doesn't take out is Wailord because of 300.
Yes. Wailord and the Maxes.
Yeah.
Are the ones out of range.
But even so...
But half those VMAX are weak to it, so...
But still, you're doing 280. You're still doing a massive chunk, and even if you don't discard energy the next attack, you pretty much have a knockout.
And if you have weakness, you only need 1 energy.
Exactly.
That's 360, and, well...
And then, of course, to get fire energy in hand, we got Giant Hearth, we've got Fire Crystal, we've got Welder, we've got we've got a lot of different things. So just to do
the new Sonya card lets you. That's
yes, for setup, because you get to search your deck for 2 basic Pokemon or 2 basic energy and put them into your hand.
Yeah, Sonya patch. One problem that fan club had is that it had a problem late game.
Yeah, so
now you can use it mid game.
Exactly. So we have options to get energy, to get Pokemon, and all that kind of stuff. So just go through a basic run through of the list. We run 2 Oranguru from Sword and Shield. We run a 4/4 Magmorter from Rebel Clash. We run 2 Volcanion from Unbroken Bonds. We run 1 Energy Recycler, mostly so we can get the energy back, because sometimes you're going to burn through it pretty quick.
But yeah, rotation, that would be rather Brock or another ordinary run.
We run Evolution Incense, so we can pull out the Magmorters, since they are the only evolution in the deck. We run 2 Fire Crystals, so we can put fire energy back in hand. We run 2 Ordinary Rod, because it's Ordinary Rod. 2 Palpad, because Palpad. We run 3 Pokegear, because, well, Pokegear. So we can grab the Welder, so we can grab the Nita, so we can grab the Cynthia, so we can grab what we need. We run 2 Quick Ball, so we can grab out the Magmar, the Oranguru, or the Volcanion. We run 3 Switch, because Magmorter is a bit heavy, so get him out of the active, put something we can sacrifice.
And yeah, with Galar Mine, everyone should be running as many switches as they can.
I almost forgot one thing. The Magmar. There was a Magmar that came out with
the Magmortar.
With the Magmortar, but it's not the greatest. We've tested all of them, and this is actually the best one, because 10 damage, and
50% of the time your opponent's not going to be able to touch it.
Yep, so they have to flip a coin. If tails, nothing happens.
Of course, the last battle didn't really showcase that. They have a 100% chance each time that'll work. But
most likely because of the advantage theory that we keep talking about, that whoever has advantage always wins the coin flips, and you will always lose everything.
Weakness, but that was more like salt the wound.
Yeah, again, we had stuff on camera, but this actually does work, and it can lead to some really good plays. So where were we? 1 Tool Scrapper, so that we can deal with any of the tools, the Burning Scarf, the Rocky... Wait, no, that's
next set.
What else?
The next set.
But gets rid of boards, get rid of the U-turn board, escape board, balloons, giant bombs, and anything that would get in the way. We run 2 Giant Hearths so that we can pull out fire energy. It is risky with a fire matchup, but hopefully you will be able to get set up before your opponent will. We run 4 Cynthia so we can shuffle draw as needed. You also could go Marnie, it's just a little riskier.
But Marnie is...
you could go Marnie, or you could go Professor Magnolia's Research. Again, both are a little riskier, but those are valid options. We run 1 Lysander Prism, just so that we can deal with getting rid of their energy or anything that will come back to bite us in the butt. We use 2 Nita, so that we can send energy to the top of the deck. We run 2 Skyla, so that we can grab any support or any trainer or supporter we need. 2 Sonya, so we can grab any basic or energy that we need. And 4 Welder, because Welder. And 12 Fire Energy. So, again, it's a very straightforward list. If you guys are trying to rack your brain where you've heard an attack like this before, Entei from, what was it?
Yeah.
What set did that Entei come out in? Ultra Prism?
Either Cosmic or Lost Thunder.
Yeah,
I think it was Lost Thunder one that had it.
It did the same thing, except I think it was 80 for every card?
I think it was 50 and 80, 80.
50, 80, 80. This one does a lot more damage.
I just know I maxed out at 210 before help.
Yep, so worst case, if you can't get the Magmorter, which honestly this seems to be like the common rare of the set, if you can't get them, then maybe going Entei isn't a bad thing. Just know that you're not going to have the same oomph as you would with Magmorter. So without further ado, we'll jump in and we'll give it another shot. All right, and we're back with our second match. Pure Grass. We have advantage, so we should do just fine. So Tails never fails when it does. So they go first.
Need time out.
And they go first. And they go first. Okay.
We did a mulligan.
We did a mulligan.
They mulligan.
Yep. But also, we actually have a pretty decent setup. All we would need is a welder.
And we have energy.
And we have energy.
Hey, Steven, we have energy.
Uh-huh. Now we just need a welder so that we can attach it. Yeah, first game was against Askew. Second match, solid grass. Thinking Rillaboom?
Most likely. I mean, it's really the only grass deck you're going to see, so. People haven't branched out with Rillaboom yet.
Yeah. Well, when you have something that can accelerate two grass energy every single turn.
I mean, yeah, but not everybody's doing the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? It doesn't specify it has to be the other grass types for it. It just prefers you using grass energy.
Come on.
Any timeout?
This totally calls for a Monty Python clip. Want to draw a card? Yes. Cool, we got a Giant Hearth. Oddish, so Vileplume.
So
Vileplume GX.
Yes. Vileplume GX.
It's the healing deck, isn't it? Okay, we have to kill it with fire now.
Literally?
Literally. Okay. So hopefully top deck is a welder. Because if top deck is a welder, this is going to make the next couple turns hilarious.
So long as we can hit it, we'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. That's the trick. So we got to take care of it while it's still an oddish. Worst case, a glue. Oh, they're just... Okay. Let's get an actual second game going. Because that was just nothing but waiting.
Well, that deck's really hard to fight against weakness. When they can cheat the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Vileplume's really hard deck to one-shot.
Okay, so now let's try.
Or, it's really hard to make sure it stays dead.
Mm-hmm. I totally get it. Want to go first? Yes.
You saw how much.
Wait, no, crap! Dang it!
You saw how much I healed when I ran it.
Mm-hmm. It's a very effective deck. Plus, if
it's not up against fire or Pokemon that can hit 240. Right now 270.
Didn't we go up against that when we were playing Askew?
Probably. It was that versus Ice Q. It pretty much comes down to who misses on the healing. Tony forgets to heal.
ADP. Okay, so energy on Magmar. We'll Giant Hearth. We won't Giant Hearth yet. We'll just end the turn. I'm thinking next turn. Cynthia?
Well, we have 3 turns, so
3 turns before they can activate the thing.
Oh, 2 turns, 3 turns. 3 turns before the attack.
Okay.
So it's Mewtwo box.
So we
ADP Mewtwo. Yay. You know, there's only one way to stop ADP. Is to use your own GX attack before it goes off. There's only one way. Or you kill it before it happens, but that's the thing. We got to kill it before that happens.
Like, if we top deck a welder, and that welder has... Wait, no.
We might be able to stop the energy, but are we gonna be able to stop the ability?
Okay.
The main attack or the GX attack. We gotta beat him to a metal energy, so. And it looks like next turn is going to be another build-up turn. Because we got Sonya.
Ultra Necrozma, so that's going to be the strat. Malamar, recharge onto...
It's Mewtwo. It's Psychic Box Mewtwo.
Oh wait, no, it only copies the GX attacks, right?
No, it copies EX and GX Pokemon. You can
Okay,
use the
so
attacks
all
of
the
EX and GX
attacks.
Pokemon. And right now they got the main contributing factor for the deck.
Yeah, I'm gonna Cynthia.
Okay. And did
To
nothing.
get nothing.
And this was the. I'm thinking more quick ball. I think that for that early game.
Might have to Sonya this next turn.
No, we will have to Sonya this next turn.
We'll have to Sonya or we'll have to Nita.
Well, we won't have a turn after that.
Yeah.
No, this is ADP Mewtwo. It's been doing just fine in the grand scheme of things.
Yay!
I think it's the top 3 or 4 decks right now. But it's the only one that's really rotating. Or at least one piece of it is.
The Malamar? Yep.
Oh, Psychic decks are about to tank. I'm like...
Yes! Wait.
Yeah, it stopped the whole GX attack too. They have to be able to... They have
Holy crap, he can't attack! So... Ah, dang it.
But we have to get more basic Pokemon.
We have to get more basic.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how long we can stall them because they need one more energy to knock out Magmar. Right now, Smoke Bomb. And this is why for Smoke Bomb.
Especially now that
Lucky for them, the attack fails, so it doesn't actually happen. It sucks that Mewtwo's strategies are pretty much going expanded now.
Yeah.
The only one that survives rotation is Welder Box. Mewtwo Welder Box.
I'm actually surprised they're not doing anything with Rillaboom, especially since it can load up.
Well, there's not a whole lot of there's not a whole lot of grass.
Wait, we had advantage, didn't we?
No, we don't have advantage in this matchup. We're just trying to delay the inevitable.
No, idiot. When it was on the main screen, okay? You know how we have a theory that whoever has advantage gets the coin flips. Did we have advantage going into...
I don't know, but right now we do not want to evolve.
I know we don't, which is why I'm grabbing a welder. I'm going to send that back. Oh, wait. Evolution Incense.
We don't have to evolve right away.
I know we don't. I just wanted to give the deck a shuffle. We send a quick ball in. Okay. Smoke Bomb. That Mewtwo's going to be fully loaded, ready to go.
And they have their trump card Pokemon in the discard already. The one that's going to be doing most of the battling.
I know what we need.
Knock you out. Knock you out. No, Mewtwo's going to do it. Mewtwo's going to do it from... Mewtwo's going to do it.
Okay. It's honestly okay.
Ready?
So, do I want to energy and then no? Hold on.
We need to see what a Ranger can grab.
Okay.
When you do welder, attach one of them.
Okay. So welder. One to the Magmar. Okay. One here.
Just one. Done.
Okay.
There's a reason for that. Attach one down there. Magmar.
Oh, yep. I see what you're doing. Okay.
The only downside is we had to rely on their top deck. But we can cut a Mewtwo in half at least.
But no, I was thinking, how does Mew and Mewtwo work?
Poke one of the discard. It's a Lysander.
Uh-huh. The Lysander Prism.
Mm-hmm.
We have the perfect card for the matchup. It's just a matter of getting said card for said matchup. That's the trick.
There you go. So you do the altered creation thing. Not the altered creation, the ultimate ray. Supply energy. Make sure Dialga is ready to go. Just in case Mewtwo were to go down.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting the knockout this turn if they continue through, but... So it's choice, but they couldn't heal and switch.
Just one
Aurora.
side, Aurora, okay.
So it patches the water energy.
Psychic Recharge, okay.
So that's ready to go. So is he going to alternate ray or is he just going to go for the...
Because it would either be the Ultimate Ray or the Necrozma attack.
One
Which
requires
is, what,
discarding both
160?
psychic energy, whereas
Ultimate
one
Ray.
is 180 damage hit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to go the Oranguru.
Yeah.
Hope we get either a Crystal or Fire Energy. So
Or
then... Or both. And he's loading up for the...
Not if he gets knocked out. And you shuffle the quick ball back in. Or the...
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Why? Shuffle the metal energy back. Oh no, it gives it back to him. Never mind.
Yeah, it would just puts it on the top deck. I'm
But
gonna
we can just set it up.
I'm gonna try to set up the Magmortar for next turn.
What? Oh, that works. What? I don't think we need to play it.
Okay.
Unless you want to shuffle the deck. I mean,
No, I think we're
I'd
gonna
rather
do okay.
I'd rather keep the switch where it is
Mm-hmm.
in case we need it. So we can we knock out? We know we can get a Mewtwo, but can we get the ADP in time?
That's the trick.
We know we can knock out the ADP, but getting it is another.
Yeah, that's ultimately that's the trick, is seeing if we have the deck does good, and then either we start recording or the fact you're sitting next to me, and then we end up losing. Okay, but
There's the
Ultimate Ray.
That's a 230 damage hit that you just put in the discard as well.
The second we draw a Lysander, I'm getting rid of these. Getting rid of as many possible targets.
Honestly, I wouldn't waste my time with Welder at this point. Or Lysander. Blow up what you can.
Okay.
Because we literally have... Actually, it doesn't really matter. They have endgame. We would literally have to knock out that Mewtwo. Well, we can at least...
Top deck.
We can at least take out Arceus.
Mm-hmm. Top deck needs
Send
to
him
be...
back to the Spirit Realm.
Okay.
Welder.
Well, they're onto him.
Magmar.
Magmortor. One's already gone.
I don't want to shuffle anything in. It's all or nothing at this point because he just needs to take a knockout. And both Pokemon are in range.
Yeah,
I mean, if we could play Lieutenant Surge, which could be a possibility, but if we could play Lieutenant Surge, we can do both. 80. And it goes for...
Well played. You have a good deck. Smiley face.
Let's see.
So, if the deck doesn't decide to just say, nope, I'm not going to work.
No, it's ADP Mewtwo. Be glad we got this far.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's some decks that are just high maintenance, and ours is one of them.
Yeah, unfortunately. It's a very streamlined deck, though. Like, all you need to do is get a Magmorter set up with 3 energy, with Welder. It shouldn't be this difficult. But with Welder and all the fire support, it shouldn't have been this difficult to get a Magmorter ready to go and to be able to send an energy to the top and use Nidas to get rid of others. Okay? It shouldn't have been this difficult.
Honestly, I think the Clefable route would probably be better. You don't have to work. You try to use 2 supporters in one turn.
Yeah, okay. I tried it with the Clefable because it pretty much does the same thing that Nita does. The drawback to the Clefable is the fact that it's a stage 1. You risk the stage 1s being in the you run the risk of being it in the prizes. You run the risks of it being bosses ordered. You run the risk of it being knocked out while it's still a Clefairy, especially with all the spread damage. Plus using the Evolution Incense to make sure that you get it in order to play it, in order to send the 1, in order to attack with the Magmar. It takes a lot to set it up with the Magmortar.
Yes.
It's a lot easier just using Nita. As long as you can get whatever you need set up for the Magmortar. Unfortunately, our decks, or either the time that we're on, or just something has decided from up on high, Arceus has decided, nope, you are not going to work.
Well, and there's one on screen.
Mm-hmm. Okay. One more time. One more time. Metal colorless. We have advantage. Okay. Tails. We won the coin flip. Okay. No, we do not want to go first. Okay. We are good so far. We have a Magmortar. We have a Welder with 2 energy. We would already be 1 step higher than we need to be.
Actually, there is a card that might help out the deck.
What?
It's a card you would never... Okay, I would have to reword it. It's the return label. Where does it put the card? On top of the deck or on the bottom of the deck? It's a card you put on top of their deck. Or is... Now...
Is it?
There's a card called Return Label.
Well, I know.
If it goes to the top of the deck...
I thought it was hand and the surprise box sent it back to deck.
No, the Return Label. It was a joke card. It was a card everybody is calling a joke, which, depending on where it sends the card, could make a difference. Could work out in decks like Magmar, where you want them to have a specific card on top. And in our case, energy.
And you're just now telling me about it?
I just reread Return Label like a week ago.
And you're just now telling me this?
Because I didn't
Okay.
I didn't realize the card had existed. I had forgotten the card had existed until now. It tells you how much it sees play.
Okay, to be fair, a lot of people would have...
Hey, when was the last time you heard about anybody using Return Label?
Fair.
Nobody.
Alright. Nita. Send back the metal energy. Yes, you will draw to 4 cards, but you'll also be dead. Or draw
the
lucky egg.
Zacian drew a few energy out of the Intrepid Blade.
Mm-hmm.
They got 2 energy out of Intrepid Blade. That's a nice odds. We're gonna lose Magmortar.
Because of the fact, if return label does exactly what you said, I am going to be very upset. And I don't know if I can trust you anymore. And I will immediately retcon and probably delete this video and try again with that change.
Because having access to a resource that nobody would really expect.
But then all you have to do is make sure it's in the discard, which if you run hammers, that's not going to be difficult.
And more often than not, energy ends up in the discard anyways. It's often a heavily discarded item. Especially when you're discarding one over and over.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an item. Which makes it not clog up the welder spot.
Yeah.
Because have you noticed every time you want to play welder, you have Nita in hand too?
Yeah.
That you wish you had Lysander sometimes?
Yeah.
Or not Lysander, Surge.
Oh, wait. Oh, crap. He's going to Brave Blade.
Yeah, we're going to lose Magmortar. It's not the game, but if the top card's a welder. And a Ringaroo. Actually, how hard do we have to hit? It looks like we have to get Magmortar to get it. And discard at least 1 energy.
Mm-hmm.
He's resisting
30, right?
70.
Let's see if we get a welder.
Welder, no welder.
No welder.
Of course.
But we
Cynthia.
did get a Cynthia.
So attach, and we can probably Smoky Bomb him. So yeah, he's at 290. So we would have to get a welder. I was saying. Probably should have crystal, then got it, but we'll go with there. Now this comes down to this turn.
Mm-hmm.
Heads or tails?
Tails?
Let me just double check something before we get too far ahead of ourselves. Making sure the card actually does what I think it does. If I read it.
Okay, so you're checking deck box?
Yes.
Put a card
Bottom
from
of
your
the deck.
Okay.
Okay, good. It wasn't as
Okay. And then surprise box sends it to the hand.
but it's a trainer, I believe. Or is it any one card?
I believe it's any one card, but
Okay,
it's the
never
hand.
mind.
Okay.
It's the bottom of deck. Which,
I was gonna say,
which is not where we want it.
Yep, because if
We
it
want
was
it top of deck.
If it was top of deck. Oh yay. So yeah, if it were to wait.
So
Did he seriously just Brock for a Cabalion?
get it out of hand.
But why?
Why not?
Oh, he's
Intrepid Blade. Well, get a basic out there, but we're gonna need it.
Mm-hmm.
Get Welder out there. Grab Welder. We have a crystal, so we have at least one access to 1 energy. Just smoke bomb him.
Yep.
Because in order for us to hit that, we will need a discard energy. So we'll be able to hit for 360.
Oh yeah, because he's resisting 30 because of the Aegis Slash.
He's at 290. We need to hit more than 290.
Mm-hmm.
But because it's been converted to new standard, it's not pan. So we don't have to worry about weakness. Not being able to hit for weakness.
Heads. Okay. Oh wait, no. Just this one takes less. So it's just
No,
the
it's
goggles.
any of your Pokemon.
No, this isn't the any one. This Pokemon takes 40 less.
Not the new one.
It's not the new one.
Okay. I bet. So, Sonya, get 2 more Magmors out. Magmar and a Ringaroo. There we go. Can we still pull out? Can we still pull out of this?
Well, Crystal for 3. That's why I was holding on to it. We'll go.
Why not? Put one on Volcanion. Accelerate 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say energy Volcanion, flare starter, grab 1 to put it on Magmorter. Yes, we're losing a Volcanion, but we have the Welder and the Evolution Incense to guarantee the Magmar. Hopefully we get 1 more energy for the Irregular.
How did the chip axes work for the deck?
It kind of clogged it up as well. There is chip where you can manipulate the top. There is there's a couple cards that would allow you to
I don't want to do Hiker because that's another supporter. But chip axe looks like we can look at the top 3, find an energy, and go from there. Oh, we don't need to search that out.
Yep.
We just need to retreat. Yeah, we just need to retreat.
Wait. I know. Trust
Crystal.
me. Yeah.
And we got 1.
And then
We just need the 1. We have enough firepower.
Yatta! We finally killed something. Sorry, we actually killed something of note.
Yes. But it's been converted to new standard, so... Unless...
Hey, a win's a win.
Unless that Aegis is holding the deck spot for something. If that Aegis is holding the deck spot for...
100 isn't affected by effect.
In the 4th block, there's a new Metagross that grants no weakness to all your Pokemon. But it's a stage 2.
I
So
just realized I forgot to put in boss's orders.
Yeah, because boss's order and we could have gotten it.
Yep.
Oh, we just take things out while we're at it. Start setting up another one.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking.
That's good.
Maybe Giant Hearth.
Yeah.
Just use the Giant Hearth now.
And Skylight for a welder.
Yep. Skylight for a welder. We have the Evolution Incense.
Do you want to see what's on top deck? Since we don't need a...
I'm going to guarantee the fire. Oh, hey. We would have gotten the fire anyway. So Ground Burn.
So we just need to knock something.
Oh, and we got rid of another Melt Metal.
So...
We're actually winning. It's actually doing... I just realized I messed up. I said we were winning. Oh.
Well, we have pieces, so...
Okay. So there's...
And we have access to a 3rd energy.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is, we need a boss order this turn.
And a deck that doesn't have it.
Or at least catchers, the Pokemon catcher, because... Yeah, despite everything, I'm still liking Pokemon catcher over boss order in most cases. So you don't clog up the supporter spot.
Actually, we don't even really need...
Pal Pad
Well,
plus... Probably Quick Ball. I don't see us needing it at the moment.
Yeah. Okay, so those are the
So
last...
Pal Pad 2 Welders back in the deck.
Except there's only 1 energy left in the deck.
That's fine. Unless you got a Brock in there somewhere.
Well, 2 energy in the deck. Well, 1 energy in the deck.
Yeah.
Yes! Bring up the metal. Come on. Do it.
They're not. It's gonna be It's gonna be other Zacian.
Come on. Bring up one of your GXs.
But is it really there? Isn't Zacian an illusion?
Apparently. Because I know he went down like one. Oh, burr, 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 burr. And I just killed our channel. I'm sorry.
Well, unfortunately, we're doing just fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, guarantee the 180 to
because the metal decks
360.
don't have their new unless you're using weak guard energy. They have to wait till Metagross.
Well played. We have a good deck. Smiley face. Okay.
Just do it.
Orangaroo, top deck. Top deck.
Boom! 360. 360.
Okay. I'm just gonna call it there. We got... You can see what the deck is supposed to do, because that's exactly what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to set it up. You use the Nitas to get rid of energy, but it's not absolutely necessary. You're guaranteed 180 if you have the Oranguru and the energy in hand. So, the only things I can think of adding is maybe Boss's Orders, and if you...
Actually, probably Pokemon Catcher at this point, because the reason why for Pokemon Catcher is because you want to keep the welder spot open.
Yeah, so probably catchers, or, wasn't there another Switch item that came out recently?
Great catcher, but
yeah,
you're catching up to Denes, you're catching up to Denes.
Yeah, then Poke Catcher.
To Denes.
Yeah.
I mean, naming a GX, you're just going to grab ADP that decide to run to the bench.
So, yeah, that was Magmorter. It's a fairly simple deck. It pretty much runs just like what we did before, but it hits a lot harder, and not a lot of people are going to see Magmorter coming. They would see like any of the other stuff running, but not really Magmorter. Either way, what did you guys think of the list? Let us know down in the comments. While you're down there, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Become a Potown Hero yourself. Hit us up on TCGO. We are Po_Town_Heroes. And be sure to check us out on Facebook. Facebook.com/PotownHeroes. As always, may all your games go well, and may the top deck be in your favor. Until next time.